So all you'll need are the seeds, labels, a marker, permanent marker probably is going to be the best, and a pair of gloves if you use those. Hey good people, Batavia here. I am in the Be Better Garden backyard, and I am going to plant the last of the seeds for the season. I've put it off long enough, so come along with me. And I have a few different seeds here, 3 different types of radishes, cherry bell, and this one, I think that's 23 days maybe, 22 days that it says it will take to produce. Then I have the French breakfast, and that is 23 days. I have the white icicle radish, and that says 28 days. So that's actually after the seedlings are produced, which normally takes, I don't know, anywhere from a few days up to a week. So I'm cutting it pretty close, but the weather, again, it's been so warm in September, and I put it off long enough. October has cooled off. We're gonna go ahead and put these in the ground. 2 additions, I've last minute added arugula because this just grows like wildfire normally for me. That's 35 days. And then lastly, because my other spinach did not germinate at all in any of the beds that I put it in, I'm just gonna give this a whirl. I have a few more seeds for the long-lasting spinach, and that is 40 to 48 days. So if I can get these plants established, specifically the spinach, even when the cold hits, it'll be okay for a bit. It's just a matter of getting these seeds to germinate first. So, you know, gonna give it a whirl. It could be anything from freezing temps come next week and this doesn't produce any food, but nothing beats a failure but a try, right? So for the labels, I am actually going to mark just 1 label per item that I'm planting. I'll plant everything in sections, so I'll just need 1 label for that. And I'm going to write on the label and then put it in the ground, and I'll use that as my guide as far as where I want to plant certain things. So you don't want to get started and start dropping seeds and then forget what you've planted, because it can go that quickly. So I have lined these up based on the time frame I expect them to be ready to harvest. And I'm just going to make a line here where I can kind of plant them in a row. So these seeds for the arugula are much smaller, and I have been planting these in clusters, so I'm just gonna spread what I have left in the package out. So for the spinach, the long-standing spinach, these seeds are a bit bigger, and they want to plant them at a 1/2 inch depth. So I'm gonna go just a tad bit deeper, and I'm gonna put them in this section, in between some of the lettuce and the strawberry over here in this open section. I'm really hopeful that we'll get more spinach this year, or any spinach for that matter. And I'm gonna plant this heavy as well, where I'm just gonna drop a bunch of seeds here. And then we'll come back and cover it all with dirt. And the last step would be to water it. So here you want to just make sure you water lightly and don't create puddles. You don't want to wash your seeds back up, but you do want to give it a good soaking. Okie doke, it is 5 days later and we have liftoff. Those are radishes that have germinated. They're there, a few more sprinkled in here. I don't see the spinach that's come up yet, but we have arugula, people. All right, I am keeping my garden fingers crossed. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you'll be notified each week when I share more garden joy. Oh, and I also have a couple other videos here that you should check out. Take care.